Making the news this morning, Bosri, Anambra State government begins documentation of indigent students in tertiary institutions. APC stakeholder Bashir commends prevailing peace in Anambra State. Tinubu vows to punish gunmen responsible for plateau attacks. And on the foreign scene, Zimbabwe to suspend tariffs on U.S. imports. A note, security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something, report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for a better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800220008. My name is Ajuluchuku Okabwe. Many thanks for joining us. Anambra State government has commenced the documentation of indigent students in public tertiary institutions in the state to give them bursary awards this year. Correspondent Chukwuemeka Modelim filed the reports.
Chukwuma Soludo, who disclosed this, Dr. Alex Ekwueme Square, Oka, after he was unanimously affirmed by members of the All Progressive Grand Alliance across the 21 local government areas in the state as the sole candidate for the party for November 8th Anambra governorship election, explained that the initiative will alleviate their financial burden and enable them excel in their academic pursuits.
About 7,000 of them were at the International Convention Center on Saturday to endorse all the leaders from all the institutions. And we have also assured them that we are not only caring for having free education for primary and secondary, but for those of them in higher institutions, all our students in higher institutions of Anambra origin, this year we are compiling their details. They will for the first time receive bursary award.
On his part, a stakeholder of Apuga in Oka South local government area, Chief Azubike Ekwozo, observed that the affirmation of Governor Soludo by Apuga as the party's sole candidate for Anambra governorship election is an indication that the governor has transformed the state above the expectations of the people and urged Anambra to give massive support to his re-election to guarantee steady development of the state.
To advise all the Anambrans and plead that come a general election, that as we will come out in March to support our working governor, that everybody should come out in March to make sure that the electoral procedure is being completed.
Another stakeholder of the party from Ekusigo local government area, Chief Jude Emecheta, commended the leadership of the party for conducting a seamless governorship primary election, saying that the people of the state have spoken through the election that there is no vacancy in government house and that they want Governor Soludo to continue building massive projects in Anambra.
The chairman of All Progressive Congress, APC Accreditation Committee for Anambra Central District, Barrister Yakubu Bello Bashir, has commended the prevailing peace in the state. Joseph Ebocha now reports.
Speaking after accreditation of Anambra Central delegates for the APC primary election held in Oka, Barrister Bashir called for sustenance of the prevailing peace.
What we expect from the delegates is for them to do justice to this mandate given to them by exercising it judiciously, voting a candidate who can stand the test of time by taking us to the promised land to recapture Anambra.
He noted that before his coming to the state, many of his friends had raised concerns over security situation in Anambra, but he insisted that peace has returned to the state.
Very sure the peace has returned to Anambra state, and we're urging the people here to continue to maintain the tempo of peace in Anambra state.
In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
The Commissioner of Police, CP Ikeoye Orutugu, has commended the officers of the Anambra State Police Command, especially those deployed to the just concluded national assignment involving the process of electing flag bearers of various political parties for the Anambra State governorship election. In a statement signed by the Police Public Relations Officer, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, the CP, noted that there is still much work to be done to ensure a peaceful and secure environment, particularly during the campaigns and the main election. The CP highlighted the importance of maintaining high standards of professionalism in law enforcement, especially during the sensitive and high-stakes events, and urged continued excellence among officers in performance of their duties. The statement noted that the command is firm and reiterates its commitment to providing a secured environment for Anambra and all political actors while remaining professional and apolitical in the discharge of its responsibilities. President Bola Tinubu has vowed that the gunmen responsible for the recent attacks in Plateau will be apprehended and punished. Bayo Onanuga, the president's spokesman, disclosed this in a statement. The president expressed his deep sorrow over the violent attacks, directing security agencies to track down the attackers and promising that they would face severe punishment once apprehended. The president extended his condolences to the government of Plateau and Governor Caleb Mutfwang, urging affected communities to cooperate with authorities and security agencies by sharing information to help identify the perpetrators and secure their areas. He assured Mutfwang of his support in putting an end to the violence on the Plateau. Tinubu also directed the National Emergency Management Agency to collaborate with state authorities to provide immediate relief and support to the victim and those wounded in the attacks. Over to our foreign news. Zimbabwe's President Emmerson Mnangagwa said he would suspend all tariffs on goods imported from the United States days after U.S. President Donald Trump levied 18% tariffs against Southern African nation. The mineral-rich country's main trading partners are the United Arab Emirates, South Africa, and China, and its limited exports to the U.S. comprise mainly tobacco and sugar. This announcement was intended to facilitate the expansion of American imports within the Zimbabwean market, while simultaneously promoting the growth of Zimbabwean exports destined for the United States, he said. And over to sports news. Portuguese football manager Jose Mourinho has picked up a 3-match ban for punching the nose of a Galatasaray coach, Okan Buruk. The special ones feud with Galatasaray continued in the aftermath of Fenerbahce's Turkish Super Cup loss to their rivals when he walked up behind Buruk and grabbed his nose, sending the head coach to the floor, apparently in agony. The Turkish Football Federation were exploring a potential 5 to 10 match ban for the former Chelsea boss, but opted to reduce his punishment after accepting that he was initially provoked by Buruk at full time. It is the second time in 2025 that Mourinho is facing a touchline ban, after being hit with 4 matches in February when he was accused of making racist comments about the Galatasaray bench. Alongside Mourinho, Galatasaray players Baris Alper, Yilmaz, and Karim Demibri, as well as Fenerbahce's player Fred, have been handed 3-match bans. Remember that you can follow news and programs of ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television, Oka, and on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at absradiotv.com. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Before we go, a look at the main points. Anambra government has begun documentation of indigent students in tertiary institutions. APC stakeholder Bashir has commended prevailing peace in Anambra State. Tinubu has vowed to punish gunmen responsible for Plateau attacks. And on the foreign scene, Zimbabwe to suspend tariffs on U.S. imports. Security is here to stay in Anambra State In the Anambra, remember security is everyone's business, and for us to have a more secure and livable Anambra state, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report unscrupulous elements to the security operatives for a better security of lives and property. Remember, the emergency numbers to call are 5111 and 0800-22-00008. That's the size of our package this morning. Many thanks for joining us. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. Have a blessed day.